In today's video, we're going to be talking about the spot price and premiums of silver, and as they both continue to climb, should we have a cutoff point? And I'm also going to be going live in the VIP club tonight around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Link in the description if you want to join. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and staying safe. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about silver and having a cutoff point when you would stop stacking it. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to get some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel, I would really appreciate it. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. But today is Saturday, April 17th, 2021. It's currently 54 degrees outside and it's very cloudy, but it's really nice out here. So once again, I'm filming this video outside because why be inside when you could be outside? And if you hear any cars in the background or birds chirping, that will be exactly why. I understand the audio is not going to be perfect, but it doesn't need to be perfect. You can hear every single word I'm going to say. For those of you who are wondering, the current spot price of silver is $25.95. And the current spot price for gold is $17.76, great year by the way, and 50 cents. So today's video was inspired by a comment that I had received on yesterday's video where I talked about how I want to stack silver before it's quote-unquote too late. And by that I meant when the premiums and the spot price goes up to a point that I can no longer get my hands on it, or if the coin shop and all the online bullion sellers are sold out, or whatever the case may be, and I'm unable to acquire it even if I have the cash to do so. I received a comment from someone named Patrick who asked me, is there a too late price? You said you're going to continue stacking, but is there a price when you'll stop? So Patrick, thank you very much for asking the question. I look forward to answering it throughout the course of the video, and if anybody else has any questions for me, head on down to the comments and ask away. I'd be more than happy to dedicate an entire video to you and answering your question. So unfortunately, I don't have a very specific answer. I do believe that I do have a cutoff point, but I'm not 100% sure what it is. And the reason I say that is because I have developed such a strong distaste for people out there who consistently move the goalpost. And I remember saying myself back in 2018 and 2019 when the spot price was only 14, 15 bucks, premiums were only $1.50 to $2.50 over spot. Back then, I remember I said in really old videos that anything under the $20 mark, in my opinion, is a complete and total fire sale and a massive opportunity from my perspective. That's how I saw it. Was I insinuating that anything above $20 is no longer an opportunity? Absolutely not. But I saw it as a really good deal. And then as we got closer and closer and closer to the $20 mark, I didn't want to be the one saying, oh, anything under $30 is a complete and total fire sale. I didn't want to say that anymore. And the same thing works the other way. I don't want to say that I'll stop stacking silver at a certain price because who knows what my opinion is going to be. Who knows what the state of the economy is going to be in once we get to that point. I mean, right now, the spot price of silver is $25, $26. Premiums are at least $5 over spot in most cases. That means the stack price is about $31, maybe a little bit more, $32, $33 for 1 troy ounce of silver. That's the out-the-door price tag with the premium included. So what if I were to say to myself that $40 was the cutoff point and a couple of months or a year or two go by and all of a sudden the spot price is $38 and the premiums are $7, that sets us above the $40 mark. And what if I'm not done stacking? So I don't want to be the one to say a very specific number would be my cutoff point because I'm not exactly sure what that is. I will have a cutoff point, but I think it's going to be one of those things where I'll know when I get there. But it's funny because back in 2018, 2019, $20, $25 an ounce seemed unfathomable to me. I said back then, I don't think we're going to see silver crack the $20 mark for years. And when I say years, I'm talking about years. Not a year and a half, Not 2 years, I'm talking about like 5, 10, maybe more. Back then, that's what I thought. And to be honest with you, back then, I'm pretty sure that's what most people thought. So, just goes to show you how unpredictable silver can be. But what's funny is, I used to say anything under $20 was a complete and total fire sale, and even though we're no longer under $20, if you want to compare the prices back then to the prices today, in a weird way, you can almost look at it as back then, silver was, not exactly, but somewhat, 50% off. Big sale, big deal, big discount. Nowadays, it's no longer 50% off. Maybe it's 20% off, 25% off. In my opinion, I still think it's time to stack. Now, you might disagree with me, in which case, don't stack. I'll continue to stack. If you want to stop, go ahead and stop. I'll do what I want to do, and you do what you want to do. Because at the end of the day, as I say in pretty much every single video, I'm not a financial advisor, so nothing on this channel is financial advice. Do your own research, form your own opinions, make your own decisions based off of your conclusions, not mine. But the conclusion that I came to, based on a couple of years of experience and research, I think it's still acquisition time. I'm not done stacking silver just yet. And I'm going to continue stacking silver regardless of what the spot price is doing, regardless of what the premiums are doing, until it gets to the point where I say to myself, okay, I think this might be the cutoff point. But again, who knows what else is going to be going on in the world at that point? Who knows about the general state of the economy 5, 10, 15 years in the future? Who knows about anything 5, 10, 15 years in the future? So it's one of those things where I don't have an exact answer, but I do know that there will eventually be a cutoff point, at least for me. But it's not like if and when we do get to that cutoff point, that I'll be sitting there saying, okay, no more silver, therefore I'll be stopping everything. Because that is absolutely not the case. That is never going to be the case. If and when it got to the point where I had to stop stacking silver, I would just simply shift my focus and stay busy working on something else. You know how they say, when one door closes, another door opens? That's kind of how I see the silver stacking opportunity. Now, by the way, in my opinion, from my perspective, I think the door is still wide open. But let's just say, hypothetically, it got to the point where the door shut. Okay, then just be on to the next thing. You can always stay busy. You can always stay productive. You can always set yourself up for a better future. You can always do a variety of different things to keep your family, your future, and your finances as protected as possible. For example, what if silver got to the point where I didn't want to convert my dollars into it anymore? Maybe the spot price and the premium was just too high. Now, at the moment, I do see it as potentially, arguably, the most undervalued asset on the planet. But what happens if it gets to the point where, from my perspective, I no longer see it as undervalued? What then? I can always shift my focus entirely, or for the most part, to gold if that's what I wanted to do. I've been doing that for the last year because silver was a little bit more difficult to acquire. I said to myself, no big deal. I'll still stack as much silver as I possibly can. But unfortunately, there's a little bit of a limit. I can't get my hands on as much silver as I want. So what can I do in the meantime while I'm waiting for things to hopefully stabilize, normalize, and get back on track? By the way, there's no guarantee that things will go back to the way that they were or anything like that. But instead of waiting around for something that isn't promised, that isn't a sure thing, I figured while I quote-unquote wait, why not stay busy? A little bit different of an avenue. Why not focus a little bit more of my attention on gold? Why not focus a little bit more of my attention on the preps? Which, by the way, I talk about in so many different videos. There are 4 key items that I've gotten myself. I paid with my own fiat. It came out of my own pocket. No brand deals, no free gifts, no anything like that. 4 excellent products that I got for myself, and I just happen to be a really happy customer. Number 1 would be the Berkey water filtration system. 2 would be the Nesco Food Dehydrator. 3 would be the Jackery Explorer 500 Portable Power Station. And 4 would be the Solo Stove Campfire Portable Fire Pit and Cooking Stove. These 4 items, by the way, are not the only 4 items that make up my preps. They're just 4 key items that have helped me tremendously over the last couple of years, and especially over the last 365 days. I will link all of them in the description, some Amazon affiliate links if anybody wants to read a little bit more about them, or if you want to get them for yourselves. Again, I'm not sponsored by any of those brands or companies. I'm just a really happy customer. If you want to check them out, the link will be in the description. But the reason I bring those up is because that's something else you can do in the meantime if it ever gets to the point where you're cutting it off, where you say, no more silver. It's too expensive for me. Spot prices may be too high. Maybe it's the premiums. Who knows? There's always something you can do. There's always something you can do to stay busy, stay focused, and prioritize setting yourself up financially to keep yourself and your family protected in the event of massive macro economic catastrophes or small-scale micro financial hardships. There's always a way. There will always be an opportunity. There will always be something to do. So I just wanted to point those couple things out. And I also wanted to mention how important it is to maybe not have a very specific spot price cutoff point when it comes to silver, just because the premiums play such a massive role at this point. 2 years ago, many of us could have said $25 is the cutoff point. Well, guess what? It's $25 this week. But the premiums bring it up well above $30, $31, $32, $33. So it's not just the spot price that we have to worry about. It's the premiums as well. And something that I've mentioned a couple of times, I think I even mentioned it in this very video, I just didn't go into detail about it. I came up with something that I've been calling stack price. It's whatever the spot price is plus the general minimum premium, what's considered to be quote-unquote normal during this time. So 2 years ago, I would say stack price would have been, let's just say, spot price plus 2. Nowadays, I would say spot price plus about 5. But moving forward, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, 24, 36, 72 months into the future, couple months, couple years down the road, who knows what spot price is going to be? But at the same time, who cares what spot price is going to be? Because spot price is only half of the equation. Premiums make up the other half. It's the stack price, the out-the-door grand total fiat dollar bill amount that we need to convert into each individual troy ounce of silver that we have to focus on, that we have to worry about, that we have to consider. Who knows? It could very well get to the point that premiums are larger than the actual spot price. What happens if the global silver demand kind of sits relatively stagnant, but the stacking demand continues to go through the roof? What happens if the spot price of silver stays in the mid-20s? $25, $26, $27, $28? But there's such a heightened stacking demand that the premiums just continue to climb. Now, by the way, in no way, shape, or form am I trying to speak this into existence. That is not what I want, and I hope to God we never get to that point. But I wanted to put this out there because it's something that we all need to consider. It's something that we all need to think about. It's something that we all need to mentally prepare ourselves for. What if spot price doesn't move very much, but the premiums continue to climb? Right now, we're looking at pretty much bare minimum $5 over spot. On a lot of these online precious metal dealing websites, they're closer to $10 over spot, like $7, $8, $9 over spot. What happens if it just keeps going up? What happens if $15, $20 over spot per troy ounce becomes the new norm? And what if it just keeps on going up from there? What if it's $20 over spot, $25 over spot, $30 over spot? As ridiculous as that may sound, it could happen. And you want to know why it could happen? because you and I both know there will be plenty of people out there happily paying. That's the way it works. Supply and demand. If the customers are willing to pay, the businesses have every right to charge. People like me, people like you, might see that as the cutoff point, where the premiums are now higher than the spot price. I mean, think about it. In like an alternate universe where we're all talking about the premiums going up and down, and these online precious metal dealers are tacking on a spot price on top of that, where everything's backwards. That wouldn't surprise me, because everything for the last year has already been backwards. Nothing makes sense right now. Again, this video was mostly just for fun. It was kind of to answer Patrick's question. Once again, Patrick, thanks for asking the question, inspiring today's video. If anybody has a question for me, head on down to the comments and let me know. But I want you guys to drop a comment after watching today's video and let me know if you have a cutoff point. Is there ever going to be a time or a very specific price, a fiat dollar bill price tag that you would say you're cutting yourself off of the precious metals? And if anybody's interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my own terms, not on YouTube's terms, my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. They're smaller and easier to manage. I will be going live tonight around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come hang out. I'm also doing giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shout-outs, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a variety of different websites. And of course, you can watch all of my videos early and commercial-free. Come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to hit that subscribe button like a Karen hits a bus window. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Bunch of brand new videos over there. Just posted one last night about the new 2021 silver and gold eagles. Also one about recovery stocks, one about the tech stock sell-off, one about the Suez Canal, one about the credit card crackdown, and a bunch of others. Go check them out. The link will be in the description. Trying really hard to hit 3,000 subscribers. We just hit 2,000, and I appreciate that. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products. T-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Kraken Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, inspired by the beautiful 2-ounce silver Kraken coin, which, by the way, is helping us raise a little bit of funds and awareness for ocean cleanup charity organizations at no additional cost to you. It comes out of my pocket, not yours. And, of course, the brand new DYDSS Karen Free Zone t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug.
My name is not Karen.
Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know, once again, if you have a question for me, ask away. But I also want you guys to let me know if you have a cutoff point when it comes to silver, or even when it comes to gold. Is there going to be a very specific price tag that you would say to yourself, okay, no more silver or no more gold? Because I know a lot of people said a couple years ago, $18 was the cutoff point for them. I remember that vividly. So many people, as soon as spot price went over the $18 mark, they said that they're going to wait for it to go back down below 18. And unfortunately for them, they might still be sitting around waiting. I'm not exactly sure, but head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.